if I knew where they were.
So, go look for them? I mean, it seems a fairly obvious solution to your conundrum. Don't let your anxiety draft up nightmare scenarios. Instead, figure out what's going on directly.
Thank you, Matt, for your very wise words. You do make it sound easier than it sometimes is, but you are not wrong. Leg of leggings.
I think you'll find that reaching out to people and talking things through works wonders.
I think more LOL players could benefit from leggings. They're very comfy. My phone still hangs heavy in my hand. I was about to ring them and ask what was up, right? Maybe I shouldn't assume they're sick of Future Forward. Shouldn't assume they hate me now. I mean, that's a pretty big leap from, like, yesterday to today. Okay, thanks, you two. I'll do what I can to rally the team.
We wish you the very best. May you get by with a little help from your friends.
To quote Terry Pratchett, sometimes it's better to light the flamethrower than curse the darkness.
Lend them your ears.
I mean, if you have a flamethrower, it's always better to light it. Lend them your ears and sing them a song, and try not to sing out of key. We talked about this, I believe it was last time, might have been the time before that, but I believe there's a rule where I'm not allowed to sing. You have Matt's t-shirt now? Oh, nice. I have a similar t-shirt that I really should wear, but it's a little bit tight. Except it's white instead of black or gray or whatever. Light a man a fire and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Ooh. Maybe a little bit too warm. Got Mr. Moopy too? Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I've seen a Mr. Moopy t-shirt.
Okay, Matt, let's stop this before we get sued for copyright infringement. Be seeing you.
Problem is that the hour's growing late. I don't think I can check in on all my friends. Maybe 2 at best. First one I should reach out to has to be Grace, of course. That goes without saying, yeah. Grace shouldn't be too hard to reach. She keeps her phone at the ready 24/7. I fire off a quick text to ask if we can chat, and her reply is, just a pizza emoji? That's it. Me? Pizza emoji means meet at the pizza place. Go eat pizza with her in the booth that she likes. That's what that means. That's a yes. She's telling you where to meet. Normally she's the one to insist on proper spelling, punctuation, grammar, capitalization, even in text. Sending a single emoji and calling it a day? Yeah, I think something's wrong. Yeah, because you now have a new relationship and she's not entirely sure if all the formality of traditional texting works or if you're at emoji level communication. How in sync is your brain? Subtext, woo! I mean, for a very long time, I used to just spam GIFs at Emily. Oh, this is going to be fun from a safe distance. Oh no! That's concerning. Fortunately, that tiny digital picture is worth 1,000 words, or at least 8 letters. I know exactly where to find her. The pizzeria. That's what I said. Rick, hello, hello, hello! Hearts and the hugs, buddy. How you doing? How is your Thursday going? Everybody, Rick Chaos is a maritime streamer you should check out. He's pretty cool. Good friend. What's going on? Let's go get some pizza with Grace. Oh, speaking of fun, at a safe distance, we have our content warnings. Click those links if you want to know what the content warnings are, because I sure as heck don't. On arriving, I can see why Grace was late to team practice. She's effectively cornered in one of the corner booths, blocked from escape. Oh. Oh no! Oh no, her family found her. And she's having to have those heart-to-hearts that she was so desperately trying to avoid. It's been going well, just chilling? Nice. You're specifically linking the non-spoiler version? Very good. How's Arcade Spirits going? It's going great. I am having a blast and loving the narrative. The woman who's blocking her, frowning, highly disappointed manner at my teammate / girlfriend. I can overhear a bit as I poke my head into the pizzeria.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mia. Is that her sister? Hello, hello, hello! Hearts, hugs! Aitsu, hello! James, hello, hello! How are you doing? I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Thursday. That it's been going good. We've got some Arcade Spirits to get back into. Tired but glad to catch the start of the stream? Yay! Hopefully you're like at least kind of relaxing, sitting in a comfy chair or something with a good drink, because hydration's important. Maybe a snack. Did all your stretching? Time to do the dishes? Oh no! That sounds like a chore! At least dishes are like one of the better chores, but we'll make, ooh, a hot chocolate? Oh, that's nice. It's too warm for a hot chocolate, but if I turned the AC real low, I might do that this weekend. Listening to streams helps? Oh, hey, yeah, that I can be your dishes washing buddy. There we go. I can do that. Let's see. Let's get started here. That one. Yep. We left off last time after some tragedy that, like, sucked a lot. And then I think my memory is a little bit fuzzy on the specifics, but I think my friends are gonna, like, throw an intervention of some sort that I need? Yes, Coda. Coda was the tragedy. So I think we're at the point where the friends are gonna throw... I don't know if it's like an intervention or like just gonna talk to me. Either way, whatever they've got to say, I need to hear. So I know that for sure. Yes, the TNC whack-tervention. Okay. My wireless mouse is working. That was unexpected. Okay. I forget what I'm not looking forward to this. Not one bit, but I forget what it is at the moment. Probably the intervention. Honestly, I'm normally perfect happy to let... Oh, right, I'm Grace right now. I'm normally perfectly happy to let Ella be the one who steps in to help us, to lead us. I don't mind being a follower, but that's falling apart. Ellie's falling apart, and we have to do something about it. We do. The classic we need to talk, yeah. Yeah, it's very... I don't think there's a ominous way of saying we need to talk. Like, I remember once sending a message to my boss being like, hey, can you give me a call when you get a minute? And like, I don't know if it was like the mood he was in or the way I typed it. He called up, he's like, I hope you don't have anything bad to say. I was like, no, I was just gonna ask about vacation time. So like the we need to talk is even more ominous than that, so. Okay. I just hope I'm up to the task. This isn't like adjusting the psychological parameters of an AI. I need to touch her heart. Depending on who you're dating, you can get blindsided by the talk. Don't see it coming. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Excuse me. Yeah, no, adjusting an AI is way easier than dealing with humans. Humans are complicated. So are AIs, but like, comparatively. Okay, I'm confused. What's going on? I'm supposed to be in the arcade practicing with Domino and Rhapsody while Jinx hits a tournament with Zapper and Grace works with Loxley on his combo timing. Whew. Impressed that I know what everybody's supposed to be doing. That's pretty good. Like, I think the schedule's like pretty complicated, so... Yeah, that's not happening. So we called you up here to talk about why that's not happening. Did you need clarification on the schedule? I mean, I'll admit the azure-colored boxes look a bit too much like the cyan-colored boxes, so maybe it was confusing? Okay, for my research, step 1 of an intervention is to open with affection.
Thank you so much.
Ellie, we want you to know we love and care for you and believe in your dreams. You've been a good friend in times of need, and we're thankful. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're pretty cool. And yeah, pretty cool. That's positive, right? Jinx. I probably should have realized Jinx isn't big on spontaneous and extremely wordy shows of affection. Okay, I can just move on. Step 2, describe specific behaviors. I love that we're getting Grace's inner monologue. That's so good. And we're worried about how hard you're driving yourself. And us, the team. How hard you're driving yourself and the team. Because it's, bad. It's very tiring and it's making everyone unhappy. Hang on. Is this an intervention? What? No. Yes. Oh, it's so good. We're worried you're hurting yourself and want to help you understand why it needs to stop. Ellie, I love you. I want what's best for you. But this relentless drive for success you're on, it's not best for anyone. Grace? Jinx? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I won't deny this is difficult, but I promise you, in the end our dreams are going to come true.
No way in hell.
Jinx. Laying it down. Blunt. Your schedule is bogus. Jinx. Touchy-feely time over. Jinx time now. I could try to rework the timetable if that's what you want.
Idea.
Or you could drop it entirely, because it's not actually helping us in the slightest. And you know it. Oh, I love this. I love Jinx just laying it hard. We qualified for the Pro Tour ages ago. There's no reason to slam our faces into a wall repeatedly. We already won. We could always improve our ranking. It can't hurt to... Actually, I'd say chances of us making it all the way to the final match are very high. I ran the numbers, and the only real competition we have is team play to win. Statistically, we're comfortably ahead of everyone else in the Pro Tour. I mean, if you believe my numbers. Of course I believe your numbers, Grace. Which I do, and so should Ellie. Ellie, we're worried. We're worried for you. This isn't ambition, this is self-destruction. That'd be bad enough, but taking the rest of us down with you? It's a bad look. Please, I care about you. I love you. I don't want to see you hurting like this. Let us help you. Ellie, you better let them help you. There's nothing wrong. I don't need help. Yep. Yes, you do. You do, and I think you know that you do. We have to be open and honest with each other if this relationship's going to work, Ellie. Boom, playing the relationship card. And Ellie just stands there, silent and scared. Yeah. You went in and you busted that door like you need to do. I can't. You can and you have to. Jinx. Please, Ellie. Oh, am I back to me now? I owe them an answer. Grease and Jinx, I owe them an answer. I owe myself an answer. I've refused to admit, even when Iris gave it to me directly. No good answer. Oh, no! I thought it was gonna be like, yes, I need help. I should call Domino's aunt? I think it was his aunt. It's all I'm good for. It's all I have now. It's what I'm supposed to be. I don't know. Actually, I don't know is the... It's what I'm supposed to be. Number 3 is your pick? The I don't know leans into me because it's like being overwhelmed with too many thoughts. This one is breaks my heart. That one's like, no, you've got way more than this one Pro Tour. Like, come on. It's all you're good for? Also no. And even if, hypothetically, it was true, right? Like, if that's all you're good for, don't burn out. Like, bless the world with all of your ability to do the thing you're really good at, but, like, make sure you can keep doing it so that you can continue to be good at it. Oh my golly. I have to go with I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, okay? I don't know who I am, what I'm supposed to be. What else can I do? Yeah, see that one there, and then that's... I relate to that one. All my life I've stuck to the thing I'm good at, playing games. Winning at games. Feels good, right? Feels damn good to be a winner. I don't know about that. I've come in first in Call of Duty Warzone like twice. Felt pretty good. I don't crave it. But if I'm not a winner, I don't know what else I am. I'm just a pathetic little nobody, a shadow on the wall, a faceless extra in the background of a movie. And you know what, Ellie? If that background wasn't there, that movie would feel empty and fake and void of any sort of life. Those background characters are the life of the movie. Those are the people who bring movies to life. The main characters, they push a story forward, sure. Maybe they get to smooch, or maybe a cool explosion happens, or other things that happen in movies. But the background characters are the life. You don't get it, both of you. You're both amazing people. Compared to me, you're everything, and I'm nothing. It's not good to compare yourself to other people. Everybody has their own things. I can tell she didn't grow up watching Canadian television in the 90s. The What's Your Thing commercial, you know? Sure, it has a little bit of a misogyny problem in the commercial, but the message is good. I mean, Grace, just look at all you've done. You're a genius. I don't use that word lightly. Your mind is beautiful, and you've done so much with it. Making a game that will change hearts and minds, creating a new form of life in Iris, all while supporting your friends with kindness and understanding? I'm worried the only reason you love me is out of, like, pity. Like finding a wounded puppy or something. Oof. Oof. No! And Jinx, you've overcome more challenges in life than I can even conceive of. You kept your scruples and stood strong in the face of it all. Not to mention being the most badass racer on the planet. Someone calmer and more collected than I ever could be. Do you know what I was doing with my life before I walked through the doors of Good Clean Fun? Honestly, you're hoping for another House Hippo commercial? The world needs it? Have you seen the updated House Hippo commercials? They made some, I want to say in the year 2020? Might have been 2019. They did make new House Hippo commercials. Or newer. It wasn't through the Canadian people who did the original ones. Oh, they're good. Here, 1 second. This is important, friends. This is like yeah, 3 years ago. Where's the link? House Hippo 2.0. House Hippo commercial. I want a House Hippo, like IRL. I know they don't exist. Tia, hello! Hearts, hugs! I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. And I think there's actually like a few House Hippo 2.0 commercials. I think they did like 2 or 3 of them that were mostly the same but slightly different, or maybe they continued. I don't remember. It's been a little bit since I've watched them. Okay. What was I doing before Good Clean Fun? Oh no! Oh no! More bad choices! Ah! Living alone and miserable. Nothing. I was doing nothing. Playing every waking hour, convincing myself this was all fun. Okay, what was I doing? What was I doing? I feel like top three are definitely my top choices. Currently doing number 2, nothing. You were doing nothing. Hey, you know what? Doing nothing sometimes is actually really nice. When I get the opportunity to do nothing, and I just get to, like, not even worry about being remotely productive or anything, it's pretty nice. I think playing every waking hour for maybe 5 years. Tia, you have done some things in those 5 years. I know that for a fact. Because you come in here, and you hang out with us, and you make puns, and you're just lovely. So I know that. Which is something. And I have evidence to back it up in VODs. The other things that I know that you've done, I don't necessarily have all evidence of. But I have the evidence of what happens in stream. I think playing every waking hour, I think that's what I was doing. Last 5 years you've been in a boxing match with my brain. Glad you learned how to fight it. Oof, yeah. Learning to fight that boxing match is good. And, like, you know, gotta, like, learn all, like, the dodging and stuff, and it's real hard, because it's all in here. So, yeah, no, that's a good thing to learn, and it's a good thing to keep practicing. It's very important. Every single hour of every single day, every single night, just FOD2, grinding the ladder, ranking up, getting angry at myself each time I lost focus and slipped. I lived off instant noodles and my win-loss record. Sometimes remembered to shower, sometimes remembered to sleep. I mean, I've done the living off instant noodles thing before. Not exactly the healthiest eating time of my life. I also did the sometimes remembering to sleep thing. Also not great. At the time, it wasn't really affecting me, though. Now it would. Now it would knock me out. And then the Pro Tour was announced, and I saw Way Out. But it's not a solution, is it? It made things worse. You know who else was driven and determined just like me? Coda. Maybe I'll end up like Coda. Giving up all hope and letting go completely. You weren't there when he tried to kill himself. You didn't see his smile. Like, he was so relieved. Okay, so, just in case, I don't have the link. Let's see if I can find it. We're gonna get that link for the content warnings here. The non-spoiler one. This one. Oh, thank you, Tia. Much appreciated. Check those out, because, yeah, things were rough last time. Hugo Nyum. Nice and fast. I can't get it out of my head, and now I'm scared that if I ever stop for even a minute, that I'll lose what hope I have. This is my truth. This is why Iris led me to do this team, back when I began my journey, so I would finally understand the truth I'd refused to admit. If winning is everything to me, then without it, I'm nothing.
Wait. Back up a bit. You think that highly of me?
Yeah? I think that highly of all my friends. I do. You're better than me, both of you.
But you're the one I look up to.
Aha! The paradox! The infinite loop!
I'm weak. I have trouble standing up and fighting my own battles. I'm willing to follow, to go along with what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, everybody's good at something, and not everybody's good at everything. It's how it is.
I made Iris and abandoned her. I couldn't rise to that occasion. I haven't finished my game, despite tinkering with it for years.
Finishing games is hard, especially with the scope creep that you deal with, Grace. That's probably your bigger problem. Trying to create something perfect instead of creating something finished.
But you're strong. You can do anything you set your mind to. I admire that.
Agreed. As much as it looks like I've got my life together, that I'm this stable and static person, that's absolutely untrue.
I can believe that.
This life isn't what I wanted it to be. One bad move, derailing everything. So, when you came along, so full of hope and ambition, I told myself I'd ride this out. And maybe take some strength for myself, too.
Hype.
You made a difference. For both of us. For everyone on the team. None of us care about your pro win-loss rating. We care about you.
Coming from Jinx? She's getting a little soft. A little bit of feely there.
And we'd care about you even if you chose to abandon FOD2 entirely. You are more than your game. You're more than you realize.
Absolutely. But this is all I have. Just No! You have friends. There's a whole arcade of games that you can do. You're a good leader. As long as you're not burning out your team.
And team leadership talent.
Yeah.
And empathy.
Yes.
And social skills I'm certainly lacking in.
Maybe that Grace is lacking, but let's not go too far on the social skills. I'm still playing the character.
But above all, even if you didn't have any of that, you'd be just as valid and loved as you deserve to be.
Yeah, everyone deserves to be loved.
Being exceptional doesn't make you worthwhile. Everyone is worthwhile, just by being themselves.
Absolutely. In hindsight, you were like this with Magic the Gathering Arena, and you're glad you left it? There was a few games that I like. World of Warcraft, for the longest time, I was pretty determined to get, like, what was the achievement called? Lore Master? I was super determined to get that there. And it kept, every time I'd get close, an expansion would come out and it just kept bumping. I was pretty, especially in high school, I was... Whew. Yeah. Yeah, that one there had me hook, line, and sinker. I think that's the phrase. And then there was, what was the other game that I kind of got a little bit too deep into? Oh, come on. I don't think there's anything quite as bad as World of Warcraft. There was another game. Oh, Scrolls. I don't think it's called Scrolls anymore. I really liked that game too. But it died. It died on its own. So. Also, just like my job. That was, especially when I first started. 18-hour days was not a good idea. And in hindsight, a very big mistake.
Sounds corny, I know. But she believes in it. And I believe in her. By the transitive property, I believe in what she believes.
Thank you, Jinx.
Did I math that correctly? It's called transitive property, right?
Close enough for metaphorical purposes. And I love you. I'd love you with or without the Pro Tour. You have my word.
So, we good? We convinced you yet?
If only it were that easy. I'm speechless. The one on the team who usually makes the big speeches is rendered utterly speechless. But they aren't lying. They're absolutely sincere. I can practically feel emotional support radiating off of them in waves. Ah, that's a good feeling. Emotional support is a good feeling. It's like you know they want to be hugging you, but they're not actively hugging you because circumstances. And it's still a good feeling. For years I was alone in this, riding the crest of success to keep from needing to think about why I was riding in the first place. But I'm not alone anymore. They now see me for who I am, and still care. Oh, creepy voice. But no, that can't be right. I'm worthless. I'm a failure. No, I'm Ellie. I'm Elegant Syntax. They see me for who I am and still care. From now on, I listen to them, not you. Which is me, sort of. / the Polybius voice, I think, probably. I'm sorry. I got so caught up in my fears that I started pushing all of you the way I pushed myself. I hope you can forgive me. To err is human, to forgive is divine. I believe in a forgiving and understanding world, so yes, absolutely forgive you. Grace, you are divine. You are divinity and grace. Main thing is you figure this out. It won't be easy to unlearn, but you can't look away anymore, and we'll help you through. Okay. See, Ellie, this is a very similar talk that you had with Domino not too long ago, that, like, maybe even listening to yourself a little bit? Iris, please erase the schedule spreadsheet. The relief in Iris's digital voice is clear as she cheerfully scrubs that bit of data from the cloud. Spreadsheet is dead sheet. You're all clear. We're still going to need to practice between now and the Pro Tour Finals, of course. But we don't have to sacrifice everything in the process. We'll go back to the old training schedule. 1 or 2 romps per day with plenty of time for rest and plenty of time for fun. And when we do hit the big stage, if we do come up short at the finish line, I'll learn to live with that. I promise. Good me. You better. I think we should get the team together so I can apologize to everyone else. Assuming they don't want to kick my ass, I mean. I don't think any of them want to kick my ass. Oh, hey. It's me! Look at that! And that's when someone bursts through the door, quickly dashing over to join us. Sorry I'm late! We had a minor problem involving the skee-ball trademark machines at Retro Systems Connected, and, a few hundred spider... What? A clone! We're gonna have to talk about the few hundred spiders, because that seems problematic. Like, extremely problematic. Your equal twin. It's like looking into a mirror, except she's not where it's like if I did this. Hey look, Ellie 1, Ellie 2. Your cousin no one talks about. I think people do talk about my cousin, probably as much as they talk about me. Also, Ellie 1 sees less sun. Yes, Ellie 1 definitely sees less sun. Although, probably, I think my color is closer to Ellie 1. Do I? No, I do not want to know. I don't want to know about, I mean, I kind of want to know about the spiders, but I also don't want to know about the spiders. Shh, we don't talk about Ellie 1. Cue the song. We don't talk about Ellie. I'm not allowed to sing. Oh, now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head for the rest of the night. No! Oh no, I did it. Are the spiders from Mars? I don't think so. They're from the skee-ball machine. So... oh wait. So Domino told me that you're having a moment of self-doubt and a crisis of self-esteem, and I hurried over as soon as I could too. It's cool. We fixed it. To bring a saner musical influence in, I don't think I know are the spiders from Mars. Although speaking of musicals, the Stray Gods game came out today, so that's being added to the bottom of the list of games we're gonna play eventually. David Bowie? I know conceptually who David Bowie is. Like, I know that's a singer, and I would probably recognize some songs if I listened to them, but I am really not good with knowing most music people. Or celebrities. There's a few that I know. There's a few, but I'm not real good at it. You Gatsby, God, Foul Demon of the Dark Abyss. I grew up listening to Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls and NSYNC and Limp Bizkit and Eminem and POD and like I guess my mom listened to a lot of Shania Twain and Beach Boys. A little bit of Garth Brooks. What other music do I listen to? I currently listen to a lot of Beth Crowley and Taylor Swift. I don't know music. I usually just put my phone, like, this is the best part about streaming music was when they came out with, like, the radio mode where you could just be like, I like this song, play music like this. And I was just like, this is great. I never have to think about a playlist again. Oh, Rob Zombie and Nightwish. Listen to a lot of them. It's cool. We fixed it. What? Yeah, my friends told me how much they cared about me, and I'm feeling a lot better about things now. But I had a speech. I had a whole speech ready to go about trusting in your friends and accepting yourself and... sorry? I mean, you could still make your speech if you want. I hope I do. I hope I do make the speech. No, the moment has passed. But hey, glad to hear you're, better. It's gonna take work, more than I'd been willing to put in back when Iris first told me, but I think with the help of everyone in Future Forward, I can do this. If only real life was fixed so easy. Yeah, if real life was fixed this easy, we would have so many less problems. It would be super great. And since we still managed to qualify for the Pro Tour despite my nearly derailing the team, we can represent your brand with pride. And we will. There will be rainbows. Lots of them. Whee! Two co-tagonists with super speech ability, let them debate. Yes! Just let them go on trying to, like, inspire one another and, like, keep wanting each other up. Ah, it would be so good. Great, but honestly, your mental health is reward enough. I don't care how successful you are. Your existence in the esports community matters more. You can show people a better way. Yeah, because you could be a good example of how not to be toxic. So don't worry about your business partner. Worry about yourself, and everything will get sorted. I've been where you were. Doubting myself, making assumptions, feeling guilty over my shortcomings. It happens to the best of us. The important thing is to recognize when you're listening to the worst parts of yourself. Don't let your depression define you. Reach out if you need help. A very solid, good message. I take it this means you're willing to continue with my sponsorship? Definitely. Win or lose, I'll do you proud. Do yourself proud and we'll call it even. Whew, switching between glasses and no glasses is turning out to be a lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should probably get back to my arcade and make sure the spiders haven't completely conquered it and set up a spider kingdom. Yeah, that. You should do that. Okay, I'm leaving my glasses on. I'm starting to get dizzy, flipping between being able to see and barely being able to see. Please don't give myself a headache. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm stopping now. No 8-legged empire on my watch. Be seeing you. It was the last one. I probably could have done it. As for me, I've got a team to apologize to, don't I? It's time to wrap this mess up. Time to go say sorry to my homies. And that's why I want to apologize. I missed the whole apology. I took my own hang-ups and fixations over being a perpetual winner and made them your problem. I hurt my friends and I hurt myself. Ooh. This one. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. I lost sight of what's most important, our friendships and living our lives. This trouble is my doing. I'm going to make amends. In fact, we'll come out of this better than we were before. More understanding, more flexible. I promise to do my best to make amends. So, if you forgive me for my mistakes, I'd like to start anew, okay? Absolutely. We're with you every step of the way. And I think I speak for everyone when I say we're glad to get back to normal around here. Exactly. We'll keep training and we'll fight at your side in the Pro Tour Finals. But we'll be more sensible about it. And, beep beep. Mom, you have... She's still calling her mom. You have an incoming call. Oh, hang on. I need to take this. Keep going, please. Right, so I think we're going to take the rest of the day off so we can relax a bit. And... My lord, you have a message. Pardon. Terrible timing. I'll be right back. Could y'all, like, put your phones on mute while I wrap up my big rally the team dramatic speech? I've been giving and receiving big emotional speeches all day, and honestly, I'm completely exhausted by it, and would like to get through this one so I can go take a nap. Right. Phone on mute. Continue the preaching. Ahem. We'll take the rest of the day off so we can relax a bit, maybe play some other games. Play smarter rather than harder. Or go full on vacation. I think smarter rather than harder? Because, like, that's what we want out of this. We don't just want to, like, stop cold turkey. I think we want to, like... I think that's it. A little bit of chaos. Okay. Not saying we give up entirely on FFT2. This is still an esports team, even if we're no longer going full throttle on it. We train smarter, not harder. Use the time effectively, so we don't need to use quite so much of it. I'm sure we can find a balance if we try. We did qualify for the Pro Tour, though, so we can't take our eyes completely off the ball. I'd like to still take a shot since it's available. So expect stress levels to go back up when we pack our bags and fly off to join the event. But, win or lose, I want us to walk away feeling satisfied. Thanks, everyone. I know things have been rough, but we're coming out the other side of this a stronger team and better friends. Let's hear it for Future Forward!
That was amazing.
It's the best team I've been a part of.
Sauce?
We rock. We totally and completely rock.
Sure, why not?
We're above average. That's okay. Oh, Domino.
Good.
There's too many of us in this room for me to really squeeze in for a group hug, but rest assured I'm cheering quietly over here. What a messy, messy week. And a mess of my own making. But I'm in a better place, having owned up to that mess. This is what Iris wanted for me all along, and with the help of my friends, I'll get where I need to be. All in all, not a bad way to close out this chapter of my life. Yeah, in the span of a day, you completely developed like a very important
Valkyrie cheated to
understanding.
win that match at Pingy Paradise.
Oh. Dun dun dun! I mean, I could have told you that. I had no chance of winning.
It took time to complete the investigation, but I believe she hacked FOD2 to secure her victory.
It did feel weird. What?
In addition, Coda's accident was not attempted suicide. It was attempted murder, and Valkyrie may have arranged the kill.
Oh, wow. Did not see that one. What? What? Yeah, I feel that. I feel those whats. And we complete the level. No. I want answers. Exactly. We don't complete the chapter. I want to know what's going on. I mean, what? Huh? Cheating? Murder? Well, I know an arcade engineer from Fairchild Funworks, and right after the loss, I phoned her to ask if she could look into things, and according to my allies, there's good evidence that the cyberbullying campaign against Coda involves a series of targeted harassment bots, telltale signs of modification to the game despite attempts to erase her digital footprint afterwards. Entirely possible that this goes beyond harsh words and into deliberately altering medical records. One at a time! One at a time, please! Whew. Here comes plot. Yeah! Tell me about it. Apologies. Very rude of me. Grace, ladies first. Okay. Well then. I believe that Victoria Proud made her Iris hack FOD2 and ensure her triumphant win at Pingy Paradise. So to be clear, we're calling hacks on that match? Boyos told me to never speak to them again after that match, but seemed worried. Nervous, even. I don't know why they would go along with cheating, but clearly they felt conflicted. Now it makes sense.
Are you kidding me?
She cheated to beat us? All this angst and woe and worry was because some retiree refused to let go of the spotlight? That's it. Zapper's gonna break some kneecaps. I'm gonna go work on her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Zapper, cool it. Let's verify the evidence before we start dealing out frontier justice, okay? Grace, what proof do we have? Well, nothing conclusive, I'm afraid. Modifications were definitely made to the files in the FOT2 machine storage on the day of the match, which shouldn't have happened. The game wasn't auto-updating or anything. The network functions were accessed as well, which doesn't make sense considering we were playing locally, not online. Wait. Iris can hack FOT2? It's an arcade game, not a computer system. They're the same thing. And a voice from my pocket chirps at me. Sure I can. FOT2 actually runs on a customized PC. It's hackable, just like any other computer-based system. It's always been a possibility, hacking in high-level esports. It happens all the time with non-professional games. People install scripts or bots, but we've always thought it was impossible on the pro circuit since the games are locked down so tightly.
Switch it up.
But if someone could access a game during a match and hack it while it's live without someone noticing, it's possible. But Iris wouldn't cheat. She's the benevolent genie in a bottle kind of app, right? I could cheat if I wanted to. I'd do anything to support my user, just like you've taught me to. I bet Valkyrie's Iris sees things the same way. I'd be happy to help you cheat. Do you want me to do that? Just say the word and it's done. No! Iris, we never cheat. The rule is we never cheat. If I say cheat, you say no.
What?
What have you been teaching your Iris, Ellie? Let's conveniently forget what she said just now and focus on the Valkyrie hack, please. I thought Iris would refuse to work for evil people, but if you could sway your Iris to that point of view, so could Valkyrie. Hey, I'm not evil. Not saying you are, just saying Valkyrie is a master manipulator. She could likely convince her Iris that cheating was somehow a good thing. Yeah, because they needed to win. Chaos! They needed to win the charity money for their charity, I guess. Now, we can't prove Valkyrie cheated, but all the signs are there, and it explained why we couldn't score a single point against her. It makes perfect sense. A stolen win isn't a win. How can she live with that? Cheating means she never legitimately beat us. I can't imagine living with that, knowing in my heart that my win was fake. I doubt she's losing any sleep over it, given her take-no-prisoners attitude. She got what she wanted, a spotlight on her return to glory. It stands to reason that if her goal is more along the lines of vendetta and ego-stroking, that she wouldn't let facts get in the way. Surely, we could do something to expose this, though. Tear down this image she's building up for herself. You may want to hear my revelation before you decide to move against her, Ellie.
A bit concerning.
More plot! There's the not-so-small matter of what she did to Coda, what she allegedly did to Coda, but I trust my sources on this matter. I can't say who obtained this information for me, exactly, but that should be irrelevant. The findings are what matters. Meaning he talked to the hacker collective keeping Iris and her sisters going, and doesn't want to chat about them in front of the group. I can play along. Right. What do you got?
An unpleasant business, this.
Coda was being cyberbullied. His social media feeds were flooded with mockery, threats, harassments, and suggestions that he should go kill himself. But after further investigation, more than 2/3 of these accounts attacking him turned out to be bots, falsified accounts with recognizable speech patterns. And in light of Grace's revolution, likely those bots were set up by Valkyrie's Iris. What? It gets worse. Someone hacked Coda's medical records. He was taking antidepressants, but his prescription got cancelled and all records of his mental illness were wiped.
Most unfortunate.
That is vicious and cruel. He tried to get refills on his medication, but was denied every time, and eventually, Coda went off his meds. Psychological collapse followed. I should have spoken up. I've been quietly following the Coda situation out of a strange sort of curiosity, like watching a car crash from a distance. That's why when he tried to kill himself, I asked my aunt to step in and investigate. It felt off. If I was going to murder someone, that's how I'd do it. I'd find their emotional weakness, exploit them, and let the problem solve itself. But But an iris almost killed someone? Seriously? What sort of twisted code of ethics is Valkyrie teaching her iris? That she'd be willing to go that far? Domino's right, but this is too indirect to accountability to accountably be considered murder. Valkyrie and her iris simply arranged to push Coda over the edge. He was already in emotional peril after we humiliated him in front of the internet. An encouraging push isn't illegal, technically. But to me, this was murder. But no, I mean, come on, Coda was beaten down and out. Why would Valkyrie go that far?
I disagree, my friend.
When have you known Valkyrie to let go of a grudge? Look at how she stole our sponsor, encouraged you to back down from the challenge, hacked a game just to push her star higher than yours. We're clearly dealing with a narcissistic sociopath. A sociopath with an emotionally vulnerable iris. So Valkyrie's entire Return to Glory storyline, coming back from retirement and putting her enemies down in the process? Nothing but a manufactured series of lies. And given how far she's gone with this, I doubt she's done causing harm. Probably not. So, Valkyrie's absolute scum. We kind of already knew that. The question becomes, what do we do about it?
Think this through.
We're headed for another showdown, aren't we? We qualified for the Pro Tour and so did Team PTW. That means facing Valkyrie again. You just know that if she'd cheat to beat us in a charity so match, she'll absolutely cheat to destroy us in the main event. Can't let this slide. Gotta do something, right?
This can't be happening.
We need to save her iris. That poor child. Manipulated by Valkyrie's twisted whims. Not to mention Boyos, who's caught in the middle of all this. No way they'd be okay with this scheme. I know them. But if Valkyrie's willing to kill Coda just for embarrassing her, what would she do to us if we try to expose her?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is bigger than I ever thought it'd be. Maybe bigger than our little team can take on. Hey, YOLO! Excuse me. I'm getting a notification that an ad is going to start in 4 minutes. We're gonna try just keeping going on, but if anybody out there sees an ad, just write it in chat and I'll pause. Okay? We all in agreement? Yeah? Okay. I'm leaning towards the dangerous or not. Not much longer left of chapter? Okay. You did not hear that? All I was saying, and so Aitsu, it probably won't hit you because you're subscribed, but if anybody sees an ad come up in the next 3.5 minutes, just write it down in chat and I will pause myself instead of continuing. But otherwise, we're just going to keep going through until I see that message. That's the plan. Okay. Dangerous or not, we can't let her get away with this crime. I'm just as worried, Grace. And you're right that this is bigger than our little team. That's why we have to do something about it. If she gets away with this, it sends a message that anything goes in the name of esports success. That bad actors can go unpunished and toxicity is acceptable. None of that is true. Toxicity is not acceptable. Bad actors need to be called out. So maybe we'll be putting ourselves at risk, but we have to act.
As you wish.
Then we will act. So be it. What's your plan for exposing the crimes of Victoria Proud and toppling the throne of Team Play to Win? How will we beat her, you ask? Simple. I have no idea, but I'm hoping it'll be simple. That is such a solid answer. Love it. Oh, it's quite simple, actually. We just need to install a packet sniffer and cheat detector package in the FOD2 machine, and it'll detect when our iris hacks in. Great. How do we do that? Well, I guess we convinced the Pro Tour organizers to install custom software of my own design and trust when it says Valkyrie is cheating. maybe this isn't so simple after all. Yeah, you can't just be like, hey, we suspect they're gonna cheat, so can I install this software on the machine to detect them cheating? Don't worry, I wrote it. I know it's good. I don't think one little newcomer team, especially one that was beaten by P2W in the past, will be able to convince them. So we require leverage. Oh, Loxley. Something that will give us credibility, or at least a position of strength to be allowed to expose Valkyrie. This is going to take some planning. And given I've been through the emotional ringer today, my brain is shutting down. Can we pick this up tomorrow? I'll consider the options and get back to you. Of course! We trust you to find a path through this unknown territory, bearing in mind that one misstep will result in what little we have left of our public image being annihilated, effectively ending Future Forward forever. Yes, that. Let's avoid that. Make a shell company third party to supply the sniffer software. We could probably just get Hamza to just be like, hey, look, Hamza, you're connected. Here's some open source software that everybody can look at. That's just like an anti-cheat detector for FOT2. Seems like an okay way to do it. If we can. It's official. I am in way over my head here. Actually, honestly, I feel like this is less over my head than the bad schedule. I think that was more over the head than this. Defending my team and esports as a whole from a megalomaniac tyrant willing to kill to get what she wants. This isn't about winning or losing anymore. It's not about my championship glory, my dreams of victory. Now we must fight to survive. And if I can't find a way out of the situation, it'll be the end of Future Forward, and possibly my life. We've made it to the end of the chapter! Level complete! I've cleared level 7 of Arcade Spirits, the new challenger. Victory! Let's take a look at my scores. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. I thank you, Iris. Also, you've scored 37,950 points. A winner is you! Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, so on? It's your last chance to do so. I don't want to change it. It says an ad is going. So let me know if you see one. I don't think you could hear me if you did. See one, that is. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to the final level? Oh, we're actually making, like, progress. Yes, we're gonna save the game. Right here. Yes. Return. Final level. Winners stay on. I do like that VHS look. You don't, but it's 37 minutes into the next day for you. Call it a night. We'll catch the rest on the VOD. James, thank you for hanging out. Hearts and hugs. Have yourself a good night. Get lots of rest. Have pleasant dreams. Make sure you drink some water and stretch and take your meds if you need to, or give yourself a pat and do all the good things. You know, do all that stuff. Have a good night. And what should you dream? You should have a dream about... Those trophies are getting smaller and it's feeling a little bit ominous. You should have a dream about... I think puppies. Lots of puppies. Dream about small trophies, Sage Nod. No! The small trophies are ominous. Puppies are not ominous. Puppies are cute and cuddly. The trophies are gone now. It feels very ominous. I don't know if they're still, like, animating or if they just get so small, but I'm kind of curious. And, like, the music. Oh, did it stop? Did we finish it? I don't know if you could hear the creepy sound, but I like the creepy sound. It's cool. This is not about winning and losing. Maybe it never really was. This is about deciding who you are and what you believe in. It's about making a stand. I don't know if it's possible to win. We fought hard to reach the end of this road, but the final result is going to be tainted. Odds are we won't be granted the title of champion, even if we do somehow win. But I don't care anymore. I will stand resolute against the ones who want me to fade away, Valkyrie and my own self-loathing, because even if I can't win, I will not lose. It is the distant year 20XX, and we're apparently all that stands against the dark future of esports corruption. It's not exactly what I was aiming to accomplish when I started on this path, but you play the game in front of you, not the game you wanted to play. Valkyrie's forcing her Iris to cheat at FOD2, so she can rise all the way to the top. What's more, she's proven ready and willing to hurt anyone who stands against her. Naturally, I've chosen to stand against this. Not a smart move for my continued well-being, but if I care with one whit about fair play or even human decency, there's no other option. But we can't just call hacks on her. Nobody would believe us. We need evidence, and we need to sway the Pro Tour's organizers to hear that evidence. Not a task that Future Forward can accomplish alone. We're going to need leverage. But before I can arrange any sort of leverage, it seems I've got one last task on my list to take care of. Temptation. Here I am in the belly of the beast, the penthouse lair of Team Play to Win. At the top of a skyscraper, as if attempting to rival Mount Olympus, P2W work and play, and work and work, all under the command of one Victoria Proud. Valkyrie, coach, manager, owner, cheat, swindler, arguably also an attempted murderer.
And of course, our players have private rooms. I know most of your team are playing bunkmates to save money, but here we respect your privacy.
Oh, do you? Am I going undercover? Am I like being like, yeah, I'm gonna join P2W so you have like the best players? Is that what I'm doing? Ooh. Feels like going to swim in a swamp.
And the view's terrific from up here, of course. There's also a hot tub on the deck when you want to relax after a hard day of training.
Okay.
We've got all the energy drinks you could want in our 7 different fridges.
That's a lot of energy drinks. That sounds incredibly unhealthy. I nod along, only half paying attention to her sales pitch. Valkyrie arranged this meeting with me, and while I have my guesses as to why, she's happier to give me the tour first. None of it sways me, but I pretend to care as she lists the many perks of being part of P2W. Flexing her power and wealth before we get down to business.
And of course, we're well stocked with products provided by all our sponsors, so we're never lacking for gear or snacks.
I see your Sega, which has like some kind of, I'm assuming, Sponic? Because like, we got the Nick there, and an SP here. But I can't read the. I don't know what animal it is. Saying it, gotta run quick.
I sense you're not amused by our humble abode. You want to get on with business, yes? Okay. Tour over. Let's talk.
Thank you for not wasting my time. She pauses, letting the whole aura of the place sink in and entice me, before speaking.
I invited you here today for one simple reason. I want to recruit you.
Yeah, could have figured that there. Do you see how enthralled I am by your recruitment strategies? What?
I know. We've been at each other's throats since the start of this. We're destined to face each other in the finals. So you're thinking, why would Val extend the olive branch?
The answer is because Val's scared. She needs to cheat to win, but if I'm on her team, she doesn't need to cheat anymore.
I'll tell you. The fact of the matter is that you're going to lose the championship.
Yeah, you know that because you're going to cheat.
Remember, I told you we'd beat you at Pengy Paradise, and I wasn't lying. This is no different. You can't win this one.
Because you're going to cheat. I understand. This can't be overconfidence. She's going to cheat. This time we're ready. We're going to set the trap and bait her into it. When she cheats, we'll be ready. But why offer to hire me for her team if she knows she can stop us easily? May as well ask. I don't get it. Why? Are you hoping I'll back out of the tournament?
No, play to win needs to defeat your team in a fully sanctioned and official match.
Yeah, because that hasn't happened yet.
Until now, we've only beaten your team in unofficial show matches, and I want it on record.
One unofficial show match. We beat you in another one. And then we beat you in another one.
And once the dust settles from this,
I think that's
your team
right.
is shown to be nothing but a squad of laundromat casuals. There's no reason you can't switch sides and join the real champions. See that ambition of yours through to the end.
Yeah, but if I'm cheating to win, it's not a real win.
I'm sure you care about your friends, and that's noble. But you also know they aren't winners. Not like you.
But they are. They win a lot. They're good at the game. And they're interesting.
Pushing them to become a professional team was a mistake. It's time to realize that, and realize the only path to your glory lies with me.
Nope.
My vision? After you lose the finals, your team disbands and you join me. Everybody wins.
Except for my friends and Future Forward. That's not everybody. Everybody would win if we tied for first place, I guess, and that was considered a win instead of a tie. I don't see how everybody wins in your situation.
Sound good to you?
What? Work myself to death under your yoke? Nah. Nah. You're assuming we're going to lose. I'm assuming we're going to win. I'm already where I belong. With my friends. You've got a pretty clear pecking order in your mind of where my friends and I belong. But I don't care if I win or lose anymore. As long as I'm with my friends, I'm happy. Future Forward is here to stay, even if we never win a single match. I already have everything I want and need from life. You've got nothing to offer me, so with respect, no, I'm not taking your offer. Actually, she does have one thing I want. She has boyos, and we need to open up their eyes so that they can, realize that they could come join Future Forward. Like, happy to accept them. Well, that's disappointing. I thought you were ready to do what it takes to realize your dreams. The glory was never my dream. It just took some time to realize that. Fine. I see we can't come to terms. It's a pity. But I did my best. You can go now. This meeting is over. Obligingly, I turn to leave. But there's one more thing I could do. It's risky. Possibly a terrible idea, honestly, but maybe it's the right thing to do? Ooh. No, if I bring that up, she is going to throw hell at me. And I don't think we have enough evidence yet. And like getting her to just like say it? No. We're not at a public place. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think giving her a chance is a good idea at all. And not only that there, but that tips her off that we know she cheated. So like come tournament time, she'll be spewing things like we cheated, and she sits on a higher throne than we do. There's no way a small team like that could climb so high up the ranks without cheating. That sort of message. And people will believe her, because of course they will. And then she'll also, come up with a new way to hack the game or cheat in a way that we can't prevent. Not giving her the heads up. No second chances. She has to bring herself down. No, I can't offer a chance to end her wicked ways. She's already done too much to harm to let her skate on this. And if I made the attempt and she refused to do the right thing, it may tip our hand about the trap that awaits her. Until we meet again, Miss Proud. This course was locked in long ago. Now the only opportunity she gets is an opportunity to expose her own crimes. Provided we can set the trap properly without destroying ourselves in the process. One trap thoroughly baited, except for one teensy-weensy problem. We don't actually have a trap yet, just a pile of bait waiting for a proper trap to be built around it. Ellie, you are super not great at metaphors. Hey, at least she's consistently bad at them. There's something to be said for consistency. However, I have a fine array of steel-jawed traps available for the choosing. That's why I've gathered the team today. I want us to select the means by which we shall enact justice upon Valkyrie.
A bit concerning, that?
Indeed, we must be thoughtful in matters of justice. In dealing with Coda, we were a bit thoughtless. We can do better. We need to make sure Valkyrie's crimes are exposed, but also do it in a way that's fair and efficient. Okay, so some of my proposals may not meet those standards, but hear me out. I want to lay everything on the table before we decide. I think we have 4 options here. I'm confident enough in my ability to make all 4 work, so it's just a question of which one we want to run with. The first candidate on offer is probably the most obvious one. Punchy78, lead reporter for Fight Shack. He keeps giving our team news coverage on Fight Shack, so maybe he'd be willing to help in exchange for an exclusive interview or something. Punchy's been following our rivalry with Team Play to Win closely, and keeping the public informed, so involving him is a natural next step. It's simple enough. We'd tell Punchy78 everything we know about Valkyrie's crimes, offer juicy details for his website, get everything out there for the public to see, and in return, he uses his connections to get us before the Pro Tour organizers so we can convince them to run Grace's anti-cheat detection software. We catch Valkyrie in the trap, expose her cheating, and Fight Shack's right there to get the word out far and wide.
I see your point.
I've worked with Fight Shack in the past. Punchy would be more than happy to help us out. He's a great guy. It's not a bad plan.
Failure.
Except he's also given Valkyrie just as much glowing praise. Her comeback story wouldn't have been possible without
idea.
Fight Shack. Used to do freelance copy editing for websites before we turned pro. Trust me when I say the press can and will spin anything for more ad revenue and more clicks. And even if Punchy is totally in our corner, Valkyrie's adept at manipulating public image. She could easily slip out from under this. Yep, that is true. Okay, well, we have another option. What if we want If we want justice, there is a direct and simple appeal we can make. We call the cops on her and they sort this mess out. On the night of the Coda incident, I spoke with an officer in charge of cybercrime fraud, harassment, things like that, Detective Ji Woo Cho. The cops are supposed to be the ones you call at times like these, and this is dominoes on. We can have some confidence we'll see justice done.
Sure
Yeah,
thing.
but it takes time. Trust me, Auntie's on the level. She's one of the only people in my family who gives a single solitary bleep about me. Ji Woo will make this work.
No.
The cops? Seriously? No freaking way. We don't need the pigs in on this. Sorry, Dom, but Auntie or no Auntie, bacon always smells like bacon.
No thanks.
Zap's right. This would result in a much larger scale public scandal, putting us and the scene in a bad light. We have to think about the health of esports community as a whole. Okay, so there's another option, although it's even riskier, I'll warn. I know this one's going to sound ridiculous, but you know me. You know I wouldn't lie to you about something this important. Back at Max, I was contacted by a mysterious woman in black from some unknown branch of the federal government. For reasons a bit too weird to get into, involving my brain nearly getting scrubbed by a haunted arcade game. What? Bear with me? This agent said if I had any information about someone abusing the technology behind Iris, I should call her. We know Valkyrie is manipulating her Iris to dominate the scene, cheating at contests and harassing her enemies into the grave, abusing the tech this woman is trying to control. Bear noises, rawr! Or roar? Nope, no feds. Yeah. This is risky. This is possibly the same one who shut down the Iris project. Because of its strange origins, but she is a strong contender for making this whole situation go away.
Impressive.
Something keenly appealing about Valkyrie vanishing in some CIA prison, assuming this supposed mystery woman is CIA or NSA or FBI or whatever. Trust you when you say you aren't making this weirdness, and I'm in favor of a measured but risky play. I say, why not? Why not? Because that's the woman who nearly murdered Iris. At least, right, she was involved in the shutdown. And now we want her to handle someone abusing an Iris? We can't risk it. She's the one who demanded Iris be killed. She's the one I've been scared of. The reason I haven't been involved in Iris's life. But this is two birds, one stone situation. I've thought this through. In return for offering up a criminal abusing Iris technology, we can negotiate a peace treaty. Get her off Iris's back. This could be good for both Future Forward and the Iris Collective. A long shot. An extreme long shot. I have my doubts about this, Ellie, and I believe you know why. I can do it. You turn me loose, and you'll see what I can do. We play our cards right, we can secure justice for Valkyrie and justice for Iris. And that brings me to the final option, which might be the most extreme of the bunch. No feds? Yeah, I'm not keen on the feds. We have an in with the team that's running the Iris Collective. A gang of justice-minded hackers. Ellie? This is going to mean outing Locksley to the group, but maybe it's time, if we're going to have our best chance at righting these wrongs, it has to be done. This isn't the time for Cloak and Dagger. It's high time we put all our cards on the table, Locksley. Do you agree? Huh? I see. So be it. For the glory of Future Forward, and for justice itself. I'm involved with a group called the Ghost Monsters. They are indeed the anonymous hacker group behind the Iris Collective. Locksley! My true purpose here was to watch over Grace to ensure she remains safe and free from the involvement in our crimes. The Irises tasked us with this, out of love for their
I
creator.
offer my sincere apologies.
I'm sorry, Grace. I'm sorry, everyone. My original reason for coming to Good Clean Fun was a subterfuge. Huh? What? What? That explains a few things, notably why you're so keen on spending time with Grace. Huh? I wasn't expecting to get involved in an international cloak and dagger affair, and yet, here we are. We trusted you as friends, companions, and teammates. This was all a farce? No, it began as a farce. On the contrary, I believe it to be real with all my heart. I hold fast to those I care for, and I consider you all my cherished friends. But the honest truth of it is that my original purpose was dishonorable. If you wish me to depart this team, I will understand. Admittedly, your goals were just as dishonest as mine. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna show up here and be like, hey, all of y'all, we're going to the big leagues. I already knew. What? She knows who you are, and I know that she knows. And she knows that I know that she knows that, look, you get the picture. I knew all along that you were working with Iris. I am very smart, you know.
That's wonderful.
But I also know you did it out of love for Iris. So I didn't say anything. That kept us all safe, and I didn't want you to feel like you'd failed in your mission. But I'm involving myself in Iris's life more. I don't need your protection from these awful truths. And so, I free you from your obligation. Now you can just be our friend, okay? Grace, you are mercy and forgiveness. You are a better friend than I deserve. I accept and will do all in my power to support Future Forward. Please, everyone, don't look at this as a betrayal. He was in a difficult position, and if anyone should be upset, it's me. And I'm not. So please be understanding as well.
Okay, sure. Why not?
I'm generally in favor of a sneaky bastards fighting for the side of good, and it's not like we aren't already knee-deep in weirdness, so hey, damage done, move on. Can't say I'm thrilled, but it's Grace's call as the person most affected. I trust her judgment. You should too.
Wait.
I am 15 different flavors of confusion right now. Bottom line, it for me, please. Are we going to jail? We should be in the clear, Sam. Even if one of our team is a cybercriminal with pirated software, we're hardly accomplices. But let's put that aside and focus on the original point. Locksley's allies, the ones running the Iris Collective, could help us? How? Right. Let me continue. With Locksley's help, we can reach out to them and ask the ghost monsters to dig up solid evidence on Valkyrie's crimes. Then leak it all to the internet. They can likely also help us get the anti-cheat software installed so we can detect Valkyrie's crimes live and direct. Honestly, this is the most powerful option we have on the table. It sinks us deeper and deeper into wild conspiracy. Excuse me. But it's a strong win. The court of public opinion will take over after all the dirt comes out, and we will walk free with all the plausible deniability Rhapsody mentioned. Not all the plausible deniability. It would be Grace's software, unless there's no strings attached. But then nobody would know what the software is. Okay, this is too much. Could we dial it back from Hollywood thriller levels to just focus on getting Valkyrie slam dunked in public? Yeah, even if this would be near instant win for us, we'd be better off not digging ourselves any deeper than we need to. So those are the options we've got. We ask Punchy78 for help, working within esports to let Valkyrie be tried in the media. She may weasel out of it somehow, but it's clean and ethical. We call on Detective Cho to bring Valkyrie to justice, and clean up the gaming scene in the process through heavy-handed but legitimate channels. We take the gamble and get the Woman in Black to quietly handle the matter and maybe even save Iris from this old enemy. Or we turn to the anonymous hackers known as the Ghost Monsters to completely obliterate Valkyrie from orbit with digital evidence. I strongly believe that all of these options will work. I will make them work, so don't be afraid of failure. But given every single option has had people for and against, I'm not sure which one we should go with. All those in favor of dumping this decision wholly on the head of our coach manager Cat Wrangler so we don't have to deal with this nonsense ourselves? Yeah, okay. Plus, that way if someone goes to jail, it's not me. My friends. I trust Ellie's decision. A great team manager and a good friend. I'm sure her choice will work out fine, right? I have concerns, but loyalty means faith and trust. I will trust in you and put faith in your strategy. Me, I'm thinking this is one reason why we pay you the big bucks, so you can deal with crap like this. You don't pay me anything. Point is that you should go with what your heart tells you, okay? Okay? Way for me to be like, hey, look, here's all of the options. I want your input. I want, like this is a hole we're all digging ourselves into, so like let's decide which hole. They're all like, you decide. I'm certain I can make any of these options work. I wouldn't have brought them up as options if I wasn't sure of that. With that in mind, the ally we're going to choose will be... Oh no, I am torn here. Like, I kind of, personally, like, that and that, Plan A, Plan B. Like, that's... Or, like, a combination effort of get them to get the solid evidence and then bring it to Punchy. Instead of just, like, raw leaking it. I mean, I like this idea of, like, I know Grace is not really for this idea, so it's kind of like, probably, it's not really a choice I want to make, but I like the Save Iris part of this plan. It feels kind of like the ending of GTA 5. I have not played GTA 5. A, kill Michael, B, kill Trevor, C, true ending. Well, I would be inclined to go for C in that situation, unless one or the other character is really a jerk. Okay. So, my predictions is this will work. This will prevent her from cheating somehow. But we don't get out of it unscathed, which I'm okay with. Or she, like... See, the problem with this one here is it could potentially lead to a similar cyberbullying from the community. But it's also, it sounds like the most interesting choice. Inside me, there are two gremlins fighting over giving her the softest of spankings and nuking her from orbit. And they don't know which one they want to do. Like, I'm not even entirely against, like, I don't want to bring the Popo into this, but, like, I'm also not entirely against it. But, like, these two are the... Trying to think of what kind of like, this one here, I don't think we get in, like, terrible trouble. This one here, we could potentially get, like, banned from the game. I mean, that one, I guess any of them we could. Doesn't help that the Ghost Monsters has the coolest silhouette. Like, that doesn't help either. So mysterious and, like, cool looking ponytail and spikes. Like, I'm down. This is the problem, Hitsu. My gun is the two goblins fighting for this one. This one. I think I'm gonna go with this one, actually. I think it's gonna be the most interesting one overall. Yeah. I think our best bet is Locksley's hacker buddies. All we need to do is expose their sins. They don't need to go through official channels to get the job done. That also gives us plausible deniability when everything goes down. We won't be the ones airing her dirty laundry. A fine line to walk, and I'd like to not repeat the mistakes of shaming Coda. We air true sins and true sins alone, not simply grievances that grant us advantage. I'll need to make some arrangements. My allies won't reach out to you directly. I can play man in the middle. Okay. We'll take care of this together. No need to involve anyone else on the team. I could help. Iris is my creation, and they're protecting her. I wouldn't suggest it. If this doesn't end as cleanly as intended, I'd rather you not get caught up in our mistakes. But I'm ready to step up and help Iris find her way. Why not directly work with the ones keeping my creation safe? I'm not saying you shouldn't, just that we should wait until the fallout settles before you put yourself at risk. I suppose that does make strategic sense. Okay, but be careful, both of you. I don't want you getting hurt. We'll be careful, promise. I shall make some calls. This won't take but a moment. Maybe I should have gone with a safer option, worked with the cops, talked to the press, but Valkyrie could have slipped out from under us if we tried to play this safe. I want this put to bed. Show the world what she is, and let the chips fall where they may. This is gonna have some pretty nasty fallout with Boyos too, I bet. I suspect. Within an hour, Locksley informed me that the meeting was arranged, a clandestine gathering behind good, clean fun. No way his allies would expose their actual location to me, nor did I really want to know where Iris's servers were housed. The less I knew, the better. So they're called the Ghost Monsters, really? Like the Pac-Man trademark ghosts? You merely adopted the arcade, Ellie. We were born in it, molded by it. Just seems a bit of a silly name for an internationally wanted hacker gang running rogue servers housing dangerously powerful AIs. A silly name can be disarming, yes? Hiding one true strength behind a playful exterior. A technique sadly adopted by many who crave injustice. But I assure you that we are on the side of good. Well, more like chaotic good. Uh-huh. And whom are we
Me.
meeting with? Hi, Sue.
You're meeting with me.
Yeah, I knew you were cool. Your silhouette just... you're very cool. Your icon's like, yeah, little cute ghost. Have I ever told you that I'm a ghost Pokemon master? That I would totally just run a ghost gym? Or be the ghost trainer in the Elite Four? You also chose this one? It's a hard one to resist. Like, the punchy one also was like, still both calling to me, but this one seems a little bit more interesting. A young woman, probably a few years younger than me, slips out of the shadows of the alley. Could have been standing there the whole time for all I know.
So, this is your team's cat herder?
Indeed.
Huh. Expected you to be taller.
I am adequately tall.
Name Sue. Hacker extraordinaire and leader of the Ghost Monsters.
Should I know that?
Locksley called friends long before he called you his friends.
Okay there, hipster. Pleased to meet you.
So, Locksley says you want our help. We've got 15 minutes before the traffic cams in the area reboot, and I need a scram, so get on with it. I'm a semi-public figure, so I hope you appreciate me popping my head up to chat with you like this. Normally, I don't go this far for a stranger.
No, I appreciate it. Semi-public? Wait, Sue, you're Tsunami? Daughter of that weirdo who used to run the palace?
One and only. Daddy dearest used to gaslight me into being his thug for hire. Those days are long gone, and so is he. I've got a higher calling now. I keep Iris safe. Call it a long chain of favors stemming back to the bad old days. And every minute I spend out here puts Iris at risk. Say what you came to say, so I can laugh in your face and go home for a nice bowl of cereal and some cartoons.
Sounds like a nice night. She sounds like she has a tongue piercing. Well, she's definitely got like a little piercing there. You love her name so much, she is a wave that will crush all. She is Tsunami. It is a good name. Okay, so not starting on the best foot. Locksley's leaving this in my hands. He's already pleaded our case. To the best of his ability, now it's up to me to take it the rest of the way. I mean, like, both of those things tell you the whole thing. This is the big one, but like... Keeping Iris safe is noble. That's why we need you to help me. Victoria, proud of team play to win, is abusing Iris, making her commit crimes. Not just cheating at esports, that's almost trivial. She also made Iris erase someone's medical records to keep them from the mental health medication they needed. If we let this go on, if we don't step in to put an end to it, it might embolden Valkyrie to do worse, knowing she can get away with anything. Yeah, Locksley told me all about your little esports spat. It's almost adorable that you think it matters. Honestly, not thrilled Locksley's putting himself in the spotlight by being on your team. You told me I could support my friends in their dreams. Are you now saying I am to play favorites? Damn it, I'm trying to be a good leader and a good friend here, Locksley. You sure don't make it easy. But let's put our issues aside. It's the second part that worries me. That she's making her Iris hurt people. Yeah, that is the real, actual bad thing. Sue ponders the implications of that. For a moment, fortunately, she comes up smiling, nodding in affirmative at my reasoning.
Fortunately for you, the Iris Collective agrees that something needs to be done, and they're cool with me helping you out.
Good.
We'll dig hard into Valkyrie's past, pull out every single dirty secret she's hidden away from the public eye, package it up nice and neat, blast it wide after she's caught in the act.
Sounds good.
But the real prize for us is saving a vulnerable Iris from her influence. We can't determine which Iris is the one Valkyrie's gaslighting and treating like crap, since they're all individually encrypted.
Yeah.
So while we're dealing with your schoolyard bully, we'll also be trying to trace the individual Iris. Get her the help she needs after all the smoke clears. You utterly bury your rival's reputation, we keep the collective from being harmed, everybody wins.
Sounds good. See, that's an everybody wins I can get behind.
Not so fast. There's a price tag for the service.
Mm-hmm.
Sue, I know we discussed this before, but are you certain that...
Absolutely certain. Thing is, friend, thanks to loose lips on Locksley here, you know way more about our operation than you're supposed to. Not all of it, but enough to be dangerous.
Fair.
I don't like half measures. I like things simple and clean.
A Kingdom Hearts fan. Respect.
So, if you want the Ghost Monsters in your corner for this, you join the Ghost Monsters. You become one of us, working for the good of the Iris Collective just like Locksley.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Am I being recruited? I am.
You'll have freedom to run your silly little gamer club any way you want. I don't care about that. But now and then, we may call on you to do a service for Iris.
Yeah, I mean... Grace is also planning on kind of getting involved, so like, why wouldn't I get involved, you know?
Won't always be easy. You'll have split loyalties, just like Locksley. But at the end of the day, you'll be helping make the world safer for Iris to live in. And better for humanity as a whole.
I can get behind that.
No more dipping your toe in this conspiracy when it's convenient for you. You go all the way or none of the way.
Also, how is she crossing her arms with those spikes? That seems risky. The partners that cybercrime together stay together, I guess. Yep. Yes, they do.
So, we got a deal.
Okay, this is not what I expected, but I've been wrapped up in this conspiracy since the day I approached Loxley, demanding to know the truth about Polybius, haven't I? If I didn't want to get involved, I could have let that slide, but I wanted the truth, and if I want the full truth, I'll need to go all the way. In for a penny, in for a pounding. I don't know if that's quite the phrase. I do like this one too, though. You're not gonna make me assassinate anyone, right? Just engage in shenanigans? Lewd? Yes, very lewd. You know what? I do think I want to get her to confirm that I'm not going to have to kill anybody. On a scale of 1 to 10, exactly how Jason Bourne are we talking here? Am I going to be sniping foreign dignitaries from 2 miles away or something? No, we're geeks running a server farm. No murdering anyone. See, that makes me feel better about everything. But you won't be expected to play IT support for us. Mostly I'm thinking you can help us promote Iris acceptance within esports. Simple stuff like that. Yeah, I'm down. Along with trying to find Polybius technology, of course. You can be of great help with that. Once we can get the original hardware, we can cure Iris of the Polybius strain in her heart. See, just normal type clandestine stuff, not regime changes or bank heists. In that case, sure, why not? I'm game. Yeah, no, that sounds like something I would want to be a part of anyways. Guess this means you need a code name, and we're fresh out of Pac-Man trademark Ghosts. I am the Shadow. Oh, Missigno is a good one. Ooh. Ooh. Stick with Ellie, thanks. I am the Shadow. Call me Missigno. I'm an enigma and a riddle. It's a Pokemon reference. I kind of... Yeah. Let's go with something mysterious and video gamey. Keep the theme going. I am Missigno. Ooh, classy. Sure thing, Missigno. Time to Pokemon. Yep. Look, we are gonna catch them all, and by them, I mean bad guys. Okay, Ghost Monsters acquired Missigno, and you acquire all of Valkyrie's dirty laundry. We'll also help you get your anti-cheat software installed. Anything else you need? While you're wheeling and dealing, you want a sandwich? I know a great sandwich shop. One more thing. Grace wants to be more involved in Iris's life. I know you were keeping her out of the loop, but once the dust settles from this, I'd say bring her in. You mean Khaleesi? Huh? Our code name for her, you know, Grace, Mother of Irises, Breaker of NDAs, first of her name. What can I say? We're a bunch of bleeping nerds. Best 6-season long show ever made. I mean, I don't think it's the best 6-season show ever made, but sure. Weren't there 8? No, there were not 8 seasons. And I can attest to this. I have actually only seen 6 seasons of the show. I stopped watching it after that. I never even started season 7. So there are only 6, as far as I'm concerned. Best 6-season long show ever made. Right. And yeah, we should bring her in once things cool down. It's time. You've got my word. Okay. I gotta bail before the CCTV cameras come back online. Loxley, you got it from here? I'll reconnect with you both in 1 month's time at the Pro Tour event. Indeed. Until then. See you around, Miss Igno. Ah, yeah, I like that nickname. Did I just sign my soul away? Granted, better the devil you know. I was already involved in this mess thanks to Polybius. Maybe now I'll get even more answers about what happened to me. And most importantly, we're all set for the Valkyrie takedown. 1 month of light training and prep work, and we'll face off against her. But this time, we'll be ready, in more ways than one. FX Force GFX 4090, get good. NVIDIA. Green Guy Gaming. Accord. PPW. So Site Shocker. Official Gear Store. Pro Tour. C9 Esports Custom Gaming Gear. Crumb Kitchen and Tap. Buckstars Coffee. Fists Up. Rapid Fire. Umai. What else do we got? Amp Energy. I think this is supposed to be an AMD thing. Yeah. VMD. W7. Horizon. Buckstars Coffee. I bet they have a great coffee at Buckstars. 1 month come and gone in the blink of an eye. We did some training on a lighter schedule, played a bunch of different games, had a few group outings to keep the team morale up. Finding quiet time with Grace when in the middle of a 7-person team proved tricky, but she knew a few out-of-the-way coffee shops and the like we could sneak off to. The more relaxed pace of training offered us plenty of time for cozy and quiet moments together. Aw, that's nice. Why didn't I get to be there? And well, here we are. The FOD2 Pro Tour Finals. The Jerry Lawson Memorial Esports Stadium. Smaller than traditional ball-focused sports, but just as hot an atmosphere as any superb owl could manage. Gotta love those superb owls. The atrium's packed with industry booths and indies showing off gamer swag or brand new competitive titles. A fine playground for fans and players to enjoy between matches. Buckstars Coffee, a staggeringly good brew that will endear you. I love it. That is such a good slogan. Instead of the little, like, mermaid, they just have a little deer with antlers. We made it, gang! The big time! The main event! The ultimate arcade destination! And the first major Pro Tour 2. History in the making. It feels like every year the scene manages to grow exponentially. Could go my whole life without being locked in a building with thousands of sweaty unshowered gamers. And yet, there's something wholly invigorating about inhaling the deep musk of an excited crowd. Ugh. Ah yes, gamer musk. Bottle and sell some. See where that gets you. Oh, Michelle's got a Magical Moon Cuties 2 booth. I need to play that. Okay, so there's a lot of cool stuff going on, but don't forget the real reason we're here. To get utterly wrecked by Valkyrie in front of an audience of thousands, right? Not how I'd put it, but yes. Not gonna lie, things will get weird when it's time to hit the stage. This won't be a normal fight, and the aftermath could be a harsh spotlight on whomever's standing there. I don't mind being in that spotlight, it's for an important cause. Cleaning up toxicity in gaming. I'll join you. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, I'm going to officially register our tag team with the tournament staff, and then try to meet up with Sue. Everyone else, go enjoy the party. Grace and I need to beat 2 teams in the tournament to advance the actual finals, so we can't quite party like you can, but you're not exempt from partying, Ellie. This is a prime opportunity for fun. Take it! Vapor, I've got matches to win and shenanigans to plan. So, multitask. Don't let life pass you by is all I'm saying. Don't get so fixated on Valkyrie that you forget who you're trying to be. Let's not see a relapse of training spreadsheet Ellie. TS Ellie is, you know, we don't want that back. Right. I'll make an attempt. With all of that settled, the team breaks up to go investigate the wonders on offer. Zapper's right. I know I'm going to be dunking myself into a shark tank later today, but I don't want to fall back on bad habits, focusing my whole life on accomplishment. I glance around the room, pondering what to tackle first, when I hear a beep from my phone. Well, I hear Iris saying, beep beep Ellie. It's not an actual beep, it's just Iris saying beep beep. Hey Iris, sup? I know you're headed into some really stressful stuff, so I wanted to make a little recommendation to you. If you're ever in doubt as to what to do, remember who you are. I'm Ellie. I mean in terms of your identity. You know, those intense identity situations I've been tracking? The ones where you can't take certain approaches that don't mesh with your personality? Yeah, I'm pretty bad at cracking jokes without them falling flat. Exactly. I'm guessing you're going to run into some super intense identity situations real soon. Only one way through, using your best technique alone. That is the scary name. It's actually not that scary if you think about it. It means you have a strong, well-developed go-to solution, so use it. And for me, that'd be, according to my calculations, your best bet for how to deal with Valkyrie is to be kindly. Empathy is your thing. Maybe Valkyrie's cold heart will crack under your warmth. Honestly, it'd be nice if this ends peacefully if she realizes the errors of her way. But I don't know how realistic that is. We'll see. But let's say that, in theory, I wanted to take a different approach. And everything hits the fan tonight. What do I do? Well, you have all day to chat with people before you'll need to really dive into your personal playbook. There's time to learn new approaches. I know that in the end, you'll make the right decision, and Future Forward won't be completely destroyed by your own folly. Yes, that. Let's avoid that.
Iris offline.
Iris offline. Good luck. Right. Stop fixating on Valkyrie. Don't let her become your new self-destructive obsession. Take in the entirety of the Pro Tour Finals and enjoy it all. Let's see. Where to first? Well, where is Grace? Okay, we got Ben and Matt. We've got Boyos, Queen Bee, myself, and Hamza. Oh, those were none of the people that I thought I was going to see here. I mean, I'm gonna go see me for sure, and Boyos, I think. But the question is, do I want to see Queen Bee, Hamza, or Ben and Matt? Probably one of these two. I'll go see these two first, and we'll go from there. Oh hey! Our sponsor has a booth here, a small pop-up arcade promoting Retro Systems Connected. Hey Ellie, how's it going? It's going good. Big fight later. I need to prepare for. On track to face Play to win in the finals, right? Everybody's abuzz, looking forward to seeing Future Forward representing my arcade later. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Well, that's a defeatist attitude if I ever heard one. No, I mean, okay. Keep this quiet, but she's going to cheat. She cheated against us at Penky Paradise. Oh. Oh, jeez. So you're saying you're going up against a seemingly unstoppable rival, using underhanded tactics to crush your underdog group of friends? I know it's a bit of a stretch to believe, but no, I mean, the same thing happened to me in my arcade. I'm kind of amused by the parallels. Yeah, there's so many parallels in how we exist and grow and look like and names. So many parallels. It's almost like we're the same person. When Konami stole my first arcade out from under me and tried to smear the reputation of my second one, I fought back, and I succeeded. If you're cooking up a scheme to pull your own team out of the gutter, you've got my full support, and win or lose, we'll still support you. Aw yeah. That one. You stood by us through the weirdest, wildest parts of our young careers in esports, and that means a whole lot to me and everyone close to me. Thanks for your support, Ellie. We'll do you proud in the end, we promise. You're doing me proud already, so hey, job well done. It's a difficult industry to be in, and if you want to stay positive, many unpleasant factors to contend with, so hats off to you if you're managing. And don't forget this about more than me and you. It's also about Grace, right? You hold tight to that love you found. I'll steer you true through any waters. It'll steer you true. Wow, I am having a hard time reading, apparently. Thank you. That love means a lot to me. I know. I'm living for Naomi. We're kind of the arcade scene's power couple, building an arcade of our dreams just as our predecessor Francine and Frederick did. She's already lent a hand to good, clean, fun modifying games for Jinx, keeping things tuned up, so we were connected to you before you even knew it. I'm guessing you two make a fine power couple too. Hang on to your love, and it'll help you see this through. Okay. I should get back to work. Gotta promote all the hot arcade actions on offer at Retro Systems Connected. Gotcha. Have fun arcading! It's good to know that Ellie has my back no matter what goes down with Valkyrie. Attention please, future forward to Stage B for your first match. Right, we still need to beat 2 teams before we reach Valkyrie. And if we don't, well, all of this was for nothing. I text Grace to arrange meetup prior to the match, and our first opponent is a complete pushover. I honestly feel kind of bad. This was another mostly amateur team that got some lucky wins and qualified for the finals, and we ran a clinic on them. We chat a bit, exchange some tips, I offer encouragement, no sense demoralizing the newbies, and back to exploring the Pro Tour Carnival. Okay, who do I talk to next? See, look, that was like a positive interaction. That's what you want. Okay, let's go see Boyos. This one, I imagine, is going to be harder of a conversation in general. Boyos can't avoid me forever, and I know for a fact they are here. The Pro Tour is huge, sure, but amidst all the surrounding booths, Team P2W has their own private chunk of it. They're occupying the C9 Esports gear shop across the atrium. When you're the star of the whole tournament, you need to have a home base to sell your swag, sign autographs, and just relax from the chaos that is a national tournament. I passed it on my way earlier. It has Pizza Yum's logo and P2W banners plastered across the entire area. Crouching behind a nearby food stall, I eye the shop, looking for Boyos through its glass doors. But I don't see them in there. In fact, I don't see any of the familiar P2W faces. It's rather unoccupied right now. Half of me feels a wave of relief while the other struggles with anxiety to finally confront Boyos. As my inner monologue wars on against itself, there's a buzzing in my pocket. I pull out my phone and read the fresh new message. Ellie, what are you doing? You look silly hiding back there. If you want to see me that badly, meet me in the back of the gear shop in 10 minutes. Caught! But make sure no one sees you, winky face. Why'd they have to leave it on a winky face emoji? Even though things have been strained between us, I want to see them. I need to find out what's going on, but I'm still hesitant. What if I'm not able to resolve it? Should I jump back into this strained friendship, or should I just walk away? No, you gotta meet with Boyos. I've come this far, and I'm not leaving without talking to Boyos. Yeah, they're your friends, and they're in danger. Longest 10 minutes of my life, I swear. I tried desperately to do anything else but think about Boyos and what I was going to say, but time's up. I take a deep breath and take a nice wide berth around the other booths. Inside the shop, it's fairly calm and quiet, and it feels like another lifetime before I see the doors to the back room of the shop open and Boyos' head peek out. They wave me over and quickly dart in. Once inside, I take note of the little makeshift room. There's a table with an expensive-looking charcuterie board on it, and all the fanciest gamer drinks. Nice furniture, too. PTW spares no expense for its members. Make yourself comfy, Ellie. Take whatever you need. What's mine is yours. PTW won't miss a few snacks. Thanks. It's really nice having this place to relax, and some quiet time before the big tournament is exactly what I needed. How are you doing, Ellie? It's great to actually see you. They're treating this meeting like nothing's happened at all, like everything's all hunky-dory. You know why I'm here, don't you? To see your favorite person, right? We need to talk about a whole lot of things, but first things first. I want to know more about this. What's with the hot and cold attitude from you all the time? We're best buds 1 minute, then next minute you're giving me the cold shoulder. You're supposed to be my friend. Friends don't do this to each other. It hurts. Given how you've treated me, I'm hesitant to tell you about this, but look, we know everything about what's really going on. We figured it all out. We know about Valkyrie's cheating, about her and Coda, about her Iris. We know that she's manipulating you. She's cheating to get you into the finals, and she's not going to stop today. But I can help you if you let me. She's not cheating. Boyo's eyes shift away from mine. Yes, she is. You don't have to cover for her, Boyos. Why are you lying? I'm not lying. Oh no, is Boyos cheating? We've got a plan to get the proof we need, and then it's over for her. And you could get nailed as her accomplice if you keep backing her in on this. Can't you see that I'm just trying to help you? An awkward silence fills the room. You don't have to protect her. I'm not trying to protect Valkyrie. I'm trying to protect you. Boyos lets out a sigh, completely crestfallen. I can't help but respond with a sigh of my own. I just hope my next words actually reach him. I know your heart burns with the same passion as mine. We both feel the heat of the challenge and the joy of a well-earned win. And you know that cheating doesn't mean that victory is real. You'll feel the inescapable guilt if you go through with this. You have to trust me on this. Boyo's refusal to meet my eyes tells me everything. I know you feel the same way I do about this. I just want the truth. The truth is that I've hurt you so much already. I'm sorry, Ellie. I don't want to keep hurting you, which is why Boyos turns away from me. You'll understand everything after the tournament. Are they gonna lock me in the room? I'm so sorry. Sorry for what? Why can't you explain it to me now? Boyos quickly stands up from the couch. I just can't. And you can't be here anymore, or she'll know. We've run out of time. Please leave. Their words taste bitterly in my mouth as I frown at them. They stand there staring coldly at me. A few moments of uncomfortable quiet before I realize this is going nowhere. Frustrated, I get up from the couch and leave them in their own mess. Attention please, future forward to stage A for your second match. Okay, the first round was a bit of a pushover, but don't get cocky. The next team could halt our road to fighting Team PTW if we aren't careful. They put up a hard fight, a team of pros who have been around the touring circuit longer than we have, but we squeak out the win. Seems the last month of light training was enough to keep us sharp because we overcame them in the end. Handshakes and good feelings all around though. Not all veterans are salty, spotlight hogging types like Valkyrie. With that fight complete, we're locked in for the finals against Team P2W. It's done. But I think I have time for one more run exploring the Pro Tour. Offerings before I need to start looking for Sue. Who do I visit next? Also, there's a good chance that Valkyrie is going to cheat for us so that we win. And goes, oh look, they're cheating. There's a good chance that happens. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the hard one. I don't think I need to go talk to Queen Bee, although I bet that's a good convo. Hamza or Ben and Matt? I like them both a lot. I got to talk to Hamza at Tangy Paradise though, but I got to talk to Ben and Matt at the pizza place. Oh. Ben and Matt. Sorry. I think I like it when they talk to each other. It's cute. Surprisingly enough, Ben and Matt are here. Guess they left good clean fun in the hands of the other pizza smiths, laundromasters, and arcade floor attendants. Pizza smiths is a cool word. And they're running a booth with a colorful banner advertising their latest
Hello.
culinary
Hello.
creations. Hello, hello. Are you following me around or something? You're normally 20 city blocks away from here.
But this is the ideal locale to reveal our newest invention, Gamer Snacks.
Gamer snacks, yeah! Are they like pizzas on a bagel? I review the freshly packaged snacks on offer, very few of which are missing from the organized rows despite their sticker reading free on their lids. These are literally just veggie platters. You made veggie platters and called them Gamer Snacks!
Can you deny that gamers tend to avoid nutritious, high-quality vegetables in their diets?
No, I know they avoid veggies. Veggies are great though, they're missing out. Well, you've got me here. Hook me up with some Gamer Snacks!
Splendid.
It's veggies. You love them so much. Matt hooks me up with a box of artfully arranged greenery. Don't know if I want to make this my whole lunch, but I won't deny I could use some vitamins if I'm going up against Valkyrie later. As I ponder the garden sampler, Ben and Matt's perpetual smile shines my way. What is it with you two and hybrid businesses anyway? Pizza, laundry, and arcades, before that used books and donuts, now veggies and gaming. Seems unfocused. I mean, hey, if it works, but never quite understood the mashups.
But remember, the two of us have many different loves. For example, Matt loves cooking and I love business.
Ben loves a fancy cocktail. I enjoy a pint of ale.
He says tomato and I say tomato. One of those is a lie.
He says potato and I say potato. One of those is a lie.
Oh my.
Between us, we've got inspiration and ideas for days. Years even.
And they'll be happy years, sharing what drives us and exploring the possibilities. That's the key to a good marriage and a good business, I feel.
Yeah. Okay, but that's still a lot of different focuses between you. How do you manage that?
Well, how do your friends manage it? Look at Grace. FOD2, indie game development, console game collecting, huge RPGs.
Yeah? Except Grace constantly worries that she's never actually finishes anything. She's worried about being unfocused.
Better than being monotonously focused on one thing with nothing else going on in your life. Eh?
Ooh, called out. Right, that's not great either.
Not to say that focus is a bad thing. Be focused. Just don't be blind to the possibilities of life in the process.
Yeah, I can get behind
For
that.
instance, the possibilities to come in your future. You're about to undergo a heck of a trial by fire, aren't you? I wonder what you'll emerge as. Where do you go from here?
Up. Only up.
Being fixated on the here and now? Okay. But tomorrow is another day. What will your tomorrow bring? Have you given it any thought?
My future. Ooh, bonus points. It's all about possibilities. I intend to live my life to the fullest like that. I don't honestly care as long as I'm with my friends. Kinda like that too. Forge a new empire. The world will know our names. Mwahaha! If people never tried mixing things, we never would have gotten Reese's Cups. And Reese's Cups are delicious. I had a s'mores blizzard from Dairy Queen today. It was delicious. Who thought mixing s'mores and ice cream together would be good? I don't know, but it was really good. I am a little concerned. I've seen ads for McDonald's having a Squishmallow ice cream thing. And that seems concerning because Squishmallows aren't food. So, that one I'm not sure about. But somebody tried something. Okay, ooh, there's actually a lot of good answers here. I kind of like 1 and 4 the most. I'm gonna go with 1. You're right, life has a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, and I want to explore it all. I've been living exclusively for victory for way too long. It's time to see what else there is out there. Once I'm out from underneath the specter of Valkyrie, I'll be ready to embrace what
That's
comes
the
my way.
spirit.
Yeah,
The arcade spirit.
it's the arcade spirit.
The what?
You know, the passion for play and fun and exploration that bolsters the human experience through shared community.
Yeah, the arcade spirit.
I don't think that one's going in the dictionary, Matt.
Aww.
Think about it. You'll walk into an arcade. There's a bunch of games. You explore them.
Regardless of what the
Name
future
drop.
may bring, we're confident you'll find your way through.
Big name drop.
We're proud of you, you know?
Indeed. Stumbling through our doors as an uncertain newcomer before becoming a true leader? That's a lovely redemption arc you've enjoyed.
And we'll be there to support you, come what may.
I've got so many cool people in my
But
corner.
eat your veggies.
Yes, yes, and eat your veggies.
Thank you. Having acquired my gamer snacks, I decide to move on. Hang on. We're nearing the finals, and I still haven't heard from Sue. If we're going to get Grace's anti-cheat software installed, if we're going to trap Valkyrie when she goes after us, we gotta get done soon. Fortunately, just as I'm pondering that, I get a text message. Visigno, meeting arranged, backstage, green room, area 2. Mins for now, hurry. And then the text deletes itself off my phone. Guess that answers that. Pocketing my phone, I flash my backstage pass at the security guards and make my way through the catacombs behind the scenes of the Pro Tour. Okay, Sue, what do you got for me? Backstage is a hustle, a frantic activity as tournament crew rush to prepare the stage for the final showdown happening in a little under an hour. Thankfully, nobody's paying attention to me, which means I can carry on some cloak and daggery type meeting. But it also means people constantly bumping into me as I look for my ally. Cutting it kinda close with the timing, but at least we've got a chance, especially with Sue in my corner. Sue, hey, thanks for coming out to help. Are we all ready to go? Software installed? Yeah, running into a few problems there. Jason Takeshi. Oh, good, now there's 2 of them. They're multiplying. If you're here to complain about how OP Akari is, save your breath. She's perfectly balanced in the wider scope of the whole roster. We're not here to whine about your fighty time game. Then what are you, my personal assistants for the day? I need tea, chamomile tea, just plain-ass chamomile tea. None of those fancy herbal blends. This guy is something. I like their pin. It's a nice one. I don't even need a proper introduction. I know exactly who this is. Jason Takeshi, lead developer of the entire Fist of Discomfort series since its inception. Notoriously reclusive, hates giving interviews, hates talking to anyone, seemingly hates existence itself, but a brilliant game designer and pure mastermind all the same. Wow. I was hoping we'd be working with some lower level peon in the mighty apparatus that keeps esports going. Someone more easily convinced, but it seems that Sue took me all the way to the top of the food chain to plead my case. Great. Just great. So, I want to let you know that Valkyrie's cheating. Vicky doesn't cheat. Believe it or not, I've known Vicky since she was a little brat running around my favorite arcade. It's one of the reasons I can call her that instead of her silly Valkyrie gamertag. And she's annoying, okay, but not a cheater. That's not the Vicky I knew. Hate to say it, but that little brat grew up to be an even larger brat. She's cheating and we have proof. She's using a software app on her phone to hack into FOD2 games, remotely modifying the code to make her easily win her matches. There's also the not-so-small matter of cyberbullying, harassment, possibly attempted murder, and... You're kidding me. Seriously? This is seriously what you're wasting my time with while I'm running around trying to keep this whole event from collapsing on itself? Nobody can hack FOD2. I wrote its security system myself. The USB ports and the Wi-Fi are locked against unauthorized access. She found a way. She's got a way of doing it, trust me. Trust the newbie on the scene who lost her spotlight recently and would do anything to get it back? I think you could see why I'd be doubtful. Vicky's hardly a friend, but she's no stranger to me. You, on the other hand, are a stranger. Not gonna buy into this just on your say-so. Unless you have some solid reasoning why I should take this seriously. Damn it, I can't go into extensive detail about Iris, or risk the entire Iris Collective being exposed. how the heck can I sell this without being able to give him all the facts? We should let Zapper crush this person. Hey Zapper, see this person? Have at her. She's a bad influence on the community you've created. I can prove that to you. But you want to know if someone's cracked your uncrackable game? Ooh. Both of these, well, actually, all three of these, really. Number 2, because this dude's so full of them. That's the one I'm leaning to the most. That would probably work on me. I'm not gonna lie. No system's uncrackable. Everything has vulnerabilities. Don't you want to know what those vulnerabilities are? Wouldn't you want to know who broke your trust? What I'm offering to you is a simple exchange. Give us a chance to prove Valkyrie's broken the rules and broken your game engine. In return, you get to clean house. If we're wrong, we're on your bad side. We'll accept whatever penalties that entails. But if we're right, if your code has been cracked, well, I'm thinking you'd want to know more, wouldn't you? I don't like the idea that my long-standing security monitor system's been compromised. Not one bit. But I've heard accusations like these before, more times than you can count. Every time, nothing came of it. Why should I give time of day to this one? Oh, for crying out loud. We don't have time for this bleak. Jason, you use an iris, yeah? Consider she's an illegal app? I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. Well, you let my companion here install this anti-cheat software, it'll be a win for irises everywhere, indirectly. And I can see to it, you reap the benefits. Want your runtime in the Iris Cloud boosted? Really make her a high-performance app for your high-performance coder lifestyle? Maybe it could be arranged, if you play ball. Curious how you could possibly arrange something like that. Who are you, anyways? I'm the one telling you how this goes down. You're with the ghost monsters, aren't you? What? I know more than you think I do, and I know more about Iris than you do, for that matter. I knew her when she was flesh and blood human, for starters. Oh, wow. What? What? Summer of 1909X, long before Fists of Discomfort. I was her friend before you were. Before someone copied her metadata to make an app. All we had was one summer together. One big arcade project we worked on. One more quarter to drop in the Funplex's coin slot. But that's another story entirely. Sounds like an interesting story. I so want this prequel. Yeah, that sounds like a really good prequel. I'm kind of up to hear a bedtime story, actually. So go read a book, and just because you're working with Iris Collective doesn't mean I need to throw a monkey wrench into my game on your behalf. Ask your Iris if you should help us. She'll give you the thumbs up, I'm sure of it. What do you say? Ugh, I don't need this complications right now. Cheaters, seriously? You know what? Fine, whatever, go for it. Why not? Let's just completely abandon the idea of playing games for fun. No, they have to be a lifestyle, the kind you lie, cheat, and steal to get ahead in. Ugh. You know why I made the original FOD? Back when I was a teenager, my friends and I made an amazing arcade game, but while they went on to better things, I got stuck grinding a business software day job. That boredom drove me to pull my FOD prototype out of mothballs, try to realize my dreams like they had. I was tired of coding spreadsheet software, and an arcade game that requires you to think sounded fun. That's all it was ever meant to be, something fun. I never wanted to be this ridiculous monster that it's become. But no, because it turned out to be a profit fountain, I'll be cranking out sequels until the heat death of the universe. And now we've got people hacking my game just to get ahead, so they can get their hands on a shiny gold trophy. It's not even real gold, it's gaudy costume jewelry crap. So could we go ahead with the anti-cheat software, or... The company's leaning on me to make the game bigger every season, and sponsors lean on me to change it this way and that. And now teams are asking me to install weird software? Sure, fine, whatever. It's not like it's even the first change I've had to make to the game today alone. Okay, so we can go ahead. Thanks for your... Wait, we're not the only ones to ask for a change? I just got an email from our sponsors demanding we force the players to use their branded joysticks for the final round. That's the cheat. That's the cheat right there. I thought the whole point of the USB port was to let players use whatever they're comfortable with, but who cares about consistency? Sure, let's disable the USB ports and force our players to use the built-in sticks. Let's make that decision on the literal day of the finals. Why not? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do we have to use the default joysticks? I can't use my usual keyboard? Not good for the brand, they said. Gotta consider the wishes of the sponsor, they said. Fine, no USB for anyone. Now we're putting weird anti-cheat software on it. Fine. I'm just the freaking lead designer. What do I matter? Foreshadowing? Yeah. Oh, definitely. At least this doesn't screw over Grace, who already knows how to play on default sticks, but me? I'm boned. I only know how to play on a keyboard. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if the sponsor request he's ranting about was spoofed by Valkyrie just to mess with me. But I'm not going into this match expecting to win. The plan is to lose and catch her cheating. The plan doesn't change. This is how she cheats. She's cheating by swapping out the controller, because that'll give her an advantage. Fine, fine, as long as we can install the software. I'm going to review your code, obviously. Make sure it's not like anti-cheat software. But if it's legit and Vicky is cheating, well, there'll be consequences, assuming anyone listens to me, which they usually do not, as I've pointed out repeatedly. Right. Thanks for your time. We'll see the truth once the match is underway. Whatever. Okay. It is 10 o'clock now, so I think I'm going to have to call it here. I don't think there's a lot left. There's probably a fight, and then maybe a little bit more talking. But we get to install the software, but I need to go to bed. Because I am getting very tired. There we go. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. At least half a stream, you think? Okay, well, half a stream works. I can do that. That'll be next week, and then we'll probably start Cassette Beasts, which I'm super pumped for. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Hearts and hugs. I hope you have a lovely Thursday. I hope you had a good time. I know I'm having a blast. I wanna kind of get to the end of this because I want to see how it ends. Want to see how we come out the other side. Let's see. Important things before we sign off. Be kind to yourself and those around you. Very important. If you need meds or water or food, take care of all of those things. Stand up, stretch, give yourself head pats, or if you have a sibling or an actual pet or whatever, pet something, or someone. And what else? Have pleasant dreams. I'm so bad at this. At the end of the stream, we do like to go on a little raid, so let's see. Who's online? Is anybody online? Let's go. Oh, Captain Retro's online. Let's go there again. Always love to visit a friend. Have you heard about the game Palia? It's an open beta now and has the same vibes I like to give off. That's the, I think you briefly mentioned it last time, and I think I briefly heard it. That's the, it's like a cozy MMORPG is the, idea. I think you run, a little farm or something. I haven't looked into a lot, but I think cozy MMO, yeah. I've heard about it, but I haven't looked into it yet. I do feel like it's something up my alley, though. I have such a big TV backlog. Backlog's the words for game. I was about to say TBR, but that's my book problem, not my video game problem. It's on my list, but unfortunately MMO bumps it down quite a bit, only because MMOs don't end. and it makes it hard for me to play them. Because then if I play an MMO and it doesn't end, then I don't play other games that I enjoy. It's a me problem. It's an ish me, not an issue, that's for sure. But I will try and look into it, maybe spin it up casually off stream. If it's something that I can just like play for like short periods of time. We are going to raid Understandable. Just enjoying the closed beta. Figured get the word out about it. I appreciate it. I do, from what little I have seen of it, I do think it is a game I would enjoy. Like it does feel like it is. There we go. Okay. Why didn't I get the raid button? Just gonna try that again real quick. Oh, maybe I typed it in wrong. Raid's already in progress. I don't know where my button is, but okay, everybody. Hearts and hugs. Let's go bring Captain Retro some syntax errors, and I will see you on the flip side. You may need to click the link because I don't see the button that I usually see. Oh wait, there it is. It's on a different whole screen. Okay. Hearts and hugs, everybody. You're wonderful. I will see you next week. And we will probably finish this game. It's gonna be super cool. Toodles, have a good night.